Happy Saturday and welcome back. Pub Sports Radio, Betting the Diamond. As you see, I just went ahead and brought him up here with me today. We got our guy Moose Money Bets back. Moose, how we doing this Saturday?
Doing well. More important answer to that question comes much later in the day.
What?
Like, how are you doing today? Like, how the bets play out.
How the bets go?
Okay. Yeah, so how I feel now won't mean anything when we get to the end of the day if the bets win or lose. So I'll have a much better answer to that question towards the end of the day.
Man, it is so true what our guy Matty Ice says. Shout out to Matty Ice. It's much easier to sleep in the black, man. That song does not lie at the end of the Jimmy the Bag shows. And shout out to Jimmy the Bag, man, and everybody that's going to be tuning into Kentucky Derby stuff today. I know today's a big, big day in the sports world, especially if you follow horse racing, but we still got 15 MLB games to go. I've got 5 bets that I've already made. I know Moose has a bunch of action that he's got. So we got a lot of money to get out here, man. Shout out to our guy Stacks in the chat right there. He says his Stacks POD is Yankees, Orioles over 8.5, and then Boston Celtics -8. Shout out to my dude Stacks right there, man. Let's get these likes, retweets, and share the video. Get it out there. Get everybody in here. Let them know. Even though the Kentucky Derby is still going, we're still rocking and rolling here. And let's go ahead and get this thing going. I moved on to the first game right here. Moose, hold on. Let me pull this up. And we're going to have the Orioles 15-7 taking on the 20-11 Yankees here. This game is a 1:35 Eastern first pitch, 12:35 Central, 10:35 on the West Coast. New York is a -160 favorite, hanging around -160. Kyle Bradish on the mound for Baltimore, 1-3 on the season with a 4.2 ERA. Shout out to 420. 31 strikeouts, 7 walks, a 1.73 whip. Not good. Ryan Weathers on the flip side for the Yankees, 1-2 on the season, a 3.21 ERA, 40 strikeouts, 8 walks, a 1.22 whip. Guys, I'm 4-0 when I bet Ben Rice here. I went back to the well with Ben Rice. I know that he had a big day yesterday. I was on him yesterday. I'm not scared to bet a hitter after they cash a prop. I go back to the well with it. Like I said, this dude's treated me right. I'm 4-0 when I bet Ben Rice. So I'm on Ben Rice over 1.5 total bases right here. Moose, what's your thoughts on this game?
I mean, a lot of it is kind of what are we going to be getting from Ryan Weathers? And is Kyle Bradish going to be able to get over the funk that he had last year? Because last year the Yankees were able to kind of touch him up a little bit. You had a start in his last start of the season in September where he gave up 8 hits. He gave up 5 runs. I'm sorry, he gave up 5 hits. He gave up a couple of runs, but he only got 4 innings pitched under his belt. So is that an anomaly or is that going to be a trend? Well, the unfortunate part of this situation is that he pitched against them literally 7 days before. So we're going to take those numbers with a grain of salt. And you look at the other starts that he's had against the Yankees, pretty damn good. I mean, he's only had 2 bad starts around that in his other starts against them. Weathers has been very good. The Orioles have struggled against lefties a little bit better recently. What I looked at the under here, and I had first 5 under circled, but the money that you're seeing come in is kind of more trending towards an over. You have 56% of the tickets on the under, but 74% of the cash is on the over. Circa is guarding against the under. They've actually moved their line from a -110 to a -115 on their under. Superbook is holding an over to the guarding, and the South Point is also holding an over to the guarding. I can't bet this. I wanted to be on the under, but the market is kind of telling me that this is trending towards the over. Weathers, the interesting thing about Weathers, he's doing really well, but he is giving up a lot of barrel rate, and that is not good news if you're trying to be successful in this business. So I'm going to stay off here. Mute it.
My guy Danzo rolling in the chat. Yeah, Jimmy, I was wondering the same thing. Shout out to Jimmy in the chat, man. Good to see the bag. Jermaine in there. Wine Time Sports, Kongs, Clips, man. All you guys, we appreciate y'all, man. And much love. Let us know if there's a horse I need to bet, Jimmy. I don't know anything. I don't cap Kentucky Derby, but I'll bet it. I'm a degenerate, man. Let me know what horse to bet, or give me something for the Derby that I got to use. All right, let's keep this rolling, man. Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Minnesota Twins here. Looks like a 15-7 for the Blue Jays, 14-19 for the Twins here. God, the Twins, I expect them just to keep losing baseball games, if I'm being honest. This is a 2:10 Eastern first pitch. Toronto is a minus 131 favorite. Total sitting at 8. This is one of the games I didn't bet today. You got Dylan Cease looking like Pete Loshak with that haircut and that mustache on the mound. Toronto Blue Jays, a 1-1 record, a 2.87 ERA, 49 strikeouts, 17 walks, a 1.37 WHIP. Connor Pre-Lip on the other side, 1-0 on the season, a 4.0 ERA, 11 strikeouts to only 3 walks. He's had the 2 starts. Both starts, 4 innings, 5 innings, giving up 1 hit, 4 hits, and only 2 runs in each of those. That is why he's got that 0.89 WHIP. So he's done great early, and it tells you why you got that 7.5, 8 total sitting right here. I would probably still go over it, but I did not bet this one. I have plenty of action. What do you like, Moose?
Yeah, dude, I was kind of looking at that over. I thought the over was interesting, but then you look at what the offenses have been doing, and you're like, oh, I don't really want to get in on that. But then you look at what the bullpens have been doing. You're like, oh, okay, that's actually very interesting. So I got kind of an angle here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to bet it just because I don't really do live lines as much. But I think this is a live over. You have Cease and Prenup that both of these guys do not go deep into games. I don't think they've gone into the 6th inning yet, or they haven't at least finished the 6th. And if you're guaranteeing me that we're going to have at least 4 innings of bullpen baseball from 2 of the worst bullpens in baseball right now, man, that seems super appealing. Both bullpens are kind of rested right now. I mean, they didn't really have to use too many. They're not overly taxed, but they've still been so bad. Minnesota maybe a little bit better at home, but not good. I mean, you're looking at ERAs in the 5s. You're looking at opposing slugs in the high 4s, low 5. I mean, those are not good numbers. I think a live over here, if you have it locked in, kind of jotted down, you're paying attention to the game. Both of these pitchers struggle with base runners. They will give up base runners, but they both get out of innings. I think this is where you watch the game a little bit, see where the pitch counts are on both Cease and Prenup, and you kind of go, okay, they're not making this out of the 4th inning here, 5th inning here. Let's wait to the 5th inning and let's go ahead and hit that over, and we can try to get a better number. But it's also a low number for a reason. Like, they're trying to kind of be like, hey, this is going to be a well-pitched game early. Do you really want to take your chances on 2 bad offenses against 2 bad bullpens? I don't really have any kind of feel one way or the other, so I'm going to stay off. But I think a live over would be the best way to look at this game.
Maybe a first 5 under or a live over, like our guy Moose said.
Yeah,
I'm off that one. I'm off this next one too, but I do have action in the Reds-Pittsburgh Pirates game. I'm excited to talk about that one. But before we get to the Reds-Pirates game, we're going to have to go right here to the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Chicago Cubs. Man, shout out to the Chicago Cubs, man. 20-12 on the season. Arizona just above 500, sitting at 16-15. Chicago is a minus 175 favorite in this game. You got a total sitting at 7.5. A lot of low. It's cold, man. I know everybody feels it. Walk outside unless you're in fucking Miami right now. Cold front has come through. And for those people who don't really care about weather with baseball, well, like if there's one sport that it really affects it's fucking baseball. Okay. I mean, I guess it is football as well, but like baseball really, the way the ball carries, the way the pitcher feels, the way the ball comes off the bat, everything fucking changes. Okay. There's a reason why we're looking at all these low totals today. Ryan Nelson on the mound for Arizona, 1-2 on the season with a 7.71 ERA, 24 walks, 11 strikeouts, a 1.52 WHIP. He's had 2 absolute bombs of starts against Toronto back on April 19th, and then Moose's San Diego Pirates here on the April 26th. Both starts not good. The the Padres obviously a little bit better, went 5 innings, 7 hits, gave up 6 runs, but Toronto, man, only got through 0.1/3 of an inning, so he got 1 out, 8 hits, 8 earned runs. Dude absolutely blew up here. So do we expect Ryan Nelson to positively regress to the norm? I don't know. The line's not as gross as it could be for somebody like that. On the other side, Imanaga sitting at 2-2 with a 2.88 ERA. He's had 2 starts where he's given up 4 runs against Washington and LA. Other than that, 1 run or less in all 4 of his other starts. I'd go with the first 5 here with the Cubs. I know it's kind of square. That's what I'd do, though. No bet. Moose, what are you looking at?
Yeah, no bet here. It's going to be potentially 45 degrees. And those are just really tough games for me to bet on. And here's the deal with cold games. And Cab, I think you and I are going to be aligned on this. I don't like betting cold games because I hated playing in cold games. So I knew I played differently. Right, Cab?
I was not a good pitcher in the cold.
It was like not even just pitching. Like even if I was in the outfield, like I could be on the hottest streak. I could be, hitting over 500. I could be just, home run in like 7 consecutive games, whatever it might be. If I got to a game where it was like in the mid,
you never even hit a home run in 3 consecutive games.
I can promise you I have. I'm not going to tell you the dimension. I'm not going to tell you the dimensions of the field.
No,
I'm not going to tell you that part, but I have hit 3 home runs. Dude, I used to be before I was a pitcher, I was actually somewhat of a legit hitter. Not
all right, let's do it. Let's meet up. Anyway, you can be the one that hits.
But anyways, I hated playing in the cold weather, so I kind of tend to not bet cold weather games. Mlodzinski, I'm sorry, not Imanaga is solid as a big time favorite, but I can't do anything with a big time favorite here in a game that I'm not really comfortable with. So
good. So we can go ahead and click on through to the next one, which I do have action here in this one. Cincinnati Reds taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates here. God, Moose, that was the fastest breakdown you've ever had. You know why? Because you didn't break that one down.
Yep, that tends to happen. Yeah, the less I talk, the less time I waste.
Hey, 20-12 for the Reds here, and 17-16 for the Pirates. 2 teams that notoriously are not, the best. Looking pretty good this season. Pirates faltering a little bit as of late, but a lot of young pitchers in that staff. It's fun to watch. Pittsburgh here is sitting at minus 136. The total, again, hanging right around 8, 7.5, 8. Interesting total here. You got Rhett Lauer on the mound for Cincinnati. 3-1, 3.18 ERA, 25 strikeouts, 10 walks, a 1.10 whip. On the other side, I'm going to butcher this kid's name. Cameron Melandazzini. How do you fucking say that guy's name?
Mlodzinski.
Oh, I should have just hit up fucking Gorky. Gorky would have been a pro at that. Say it one more time.
I'm going to call him Skeet. So if you want to just go for Skeet moving forward, it's Mlodzinski. Mlodzinski, yes.
Mlodzinski. So we got Mlodzinski on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And what I'm going to do in this game is I'm going to take Nathaniel Lowe, the first baseman for the Reds, over 1.5 total bases. You're going to get big plus money for this. It's going to come in at plus 150. Look, he's hitting 273 on the season, coming off a 3-0 game. I know he just had a rough game, but he has been tearing the absolute cover off the ball. Moose, I'm going to let you take this game. Tell me your thoughts, and then I'm going to come back to some stats for Nate Lowe for you guys. But what do you got here?
This is another one of those kind of colder weather games, and this one actually has a little bit more precipitation chance than some of the other games. Again, I'm going to probably say this guy's name every single time. If you're not following Kevin Roth on Twitter or going to his new app, Fantasy Pro, where he's doing the weather, he'll tell you, like, hey, here's the chances of it. Like, if you're not doing the Ballpark Pal subscription, which my cheap ass ain't, and you only get access the night before, Kevin Roth will be able to kind of give you some really good schematics on what the weather is going to be looking like and what you can expect in terms of cold, in terms of wet stuff. And right now he's got it at 50 degrees with a 25% chance. Wind is going to be blowing out a little bit. I like these pitchers. I do. But it's also like I like both of these teams right now. And as I was capping this game, I kind of had this realization, like, this feels like this is just going to be a general trend in the National League. When you get these teams playing each other, the National League's pretty good. I mean, all these teams from top to bottom are solid. The 2 worst teams are the Mets and the Phillies, and we expect some turnarounds there. But I
not out of the Mets.
I mean, I still think I'm more positive on them than I think a lot of other Mets fans are, but I couldn't get to any action on here. The weather kind of threw me off, and it's also just 2 good teams. I think the game's priced very appropriately, so I stayed off, but I would lean Pirates over Louder.
Man, shout out in there on the chat, man. Our guy Danzo dropping that stat again on this Cincinnati Reds teams. They are 7-0 in 1-run games. That matters so, guys. Mm-hmm. 1-run baseball games are going to make or break your season at the end of it. When you go back and look, and you're a team that's sitting around 500, but you went fucking, I don't know, 5-17 in 1-run games. Well, that's why you didn't make the playoffs right there. Like, these 1-run games, I promise you, for the teams that are active, they come back to matter so much. So shout out to the Reds. And then our guy Wager Detective says, gentlemen, the cap I'm about to drop in the Orioles Yankee game should come with a warning label. I like that, man. I like that. Let us know when you drop it, Wager. We'll hit it, highlight it. Nate Lowe for me, over 1.5 total bases, guys. If you look at a 10-game sample, and now, mind you, he went 0-3 last game. So this is only a 10-game sample with an 0-3 in there, right? So you would think that would hit the batting average huge. He's hitting 333 in his last 10 games, even with that 0-3. 5 home runs in those 10 games, 7 RBIs, 8 runs scored. I mean, the guy's absolutely a magnet to the baseball right now. So Nate Lowe over 1.5 total bases, and we move. Let me pull the graphics back up here. Sorry. Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Washington Nationals here. Shout out to the Brewers, man. Always got to give them a shout out. Let's see where this went here. 17-14 Brewers. Washington right now sitting just below 500. No, 15-18, a little further than I thought. Kyle Harrison on the mound for the Brewers, 2-1 on the season, 2.28 ERA, 30 strikeouts, 8 walks, a 1.06 whip. Foster Griffin on the flip side for Washington, 3-0 on the season. Good start for the guy. 2.67 ERA, 30 strikeouts, 10 walks, a 1.07 whip. Last start against the White Sox went 7 innings, only gave up 2 hits and no runs. So arguably his best start. Well, not arguably. That's his best start of the season right there. But Griffin's been on fire. Shout out to him. Another total, Moose, at 7.5. Another, I wouldn't call it cold. 62 is not too cold. But what do you got here in this game?
I really like the under here, and that's where I ended up. But man, this under is super public now, or at least it appears that it has the feel, the look, the scent of a very public under. You got 90% of the tickets and 77% of the cash on it, but it has moved down. It was kind of in an 8. It did go down, but it has been holding at the 7.5. But those the numbers at 7.5, 7, if it's holding there, it's not nearly as much of an indicator as it might imply if it was at a higher number, just because it's already a low total. So you're not really there's not a lot more room to kind of go down. So if you're holding the line there, it's more negative than it is positive, but I still feel good about this bet. The interesting thing I thought about this game was, dude, this is a great opportunity to go for the Brewers here. Foster Griffin is fugazi. Like, there's no way he's going to be able to maintain all this stuff. You look at his peripherals. Peripherals are awful. I mean, he has a barrel percentage where he ranks in the low 12th percentile of MLB. Like, he gets hit hard, but damn, dude, he just gets outs. Like, he gets barrels, but his hard hit percentage isn't all that off from the league average. So I kind of think this is a sneaky line setting of, this is probably the public under, and this is a solid under for me. Bullpens are a little bit problematic. Or for Milwaukee, it's a little problematic because your best pitchers, Uribe hasn't pitched in like 6 days. Meagle hasn't pitched all that much in the last week. But both bullpens have been trending in the right direction. Nationals bullpen's even better at home. I do like the under here. I took the under at 7.5.
All right. So we got an under here for my guy Moose. Shout out to Dutch in the chat, man. He said 76ers. Let me not fuck the lineup. What is it? 8.5. He said Sixers, 8.5, good money. And shout out to him, man. 6-0. I think. I know he went 2-0 yesterday. And 4-0 the day before that. Yeah, so 6-0 his last 6 bets on the daily sesh on Thursday and Friday, man. Shout out to you, Dutch. Good shit. Absolutely killing it, man.
Sorry about winning. Sorry about that.
Right? Shout out to you, man. We had a good day yesterday. I went 2-0 myself. It was a good day for the show. Let's keep this train moving. Cleveland Guardians versus the Athletics here. Why is my game not showing up? Oh, there it is. 17-16 Cleveland Guardians along almost same record here with the A's, 17-15. You got Slate Ciccone on the mound for Cleveland, 0-4 on the season with the 6.23 ERA. Dude's been struggling. He's had a few okay starts mixed in there, but against Toronto last week, 6 hits, 4 runs, and only 5 2/3. Against Houston, he gave up 6 runs, 10 hits, and 5 innings. So he's getting hit, man. He's giving up way too many barrels right there. Jacob Lopez on the other side, 2-1 for the A's. 5.84 ERA, 18 strikeouts, 21 walks, a 1.95 whip. Last time he pitched against Texas, came out of the bullpen, but it looks like they're giving him another start at that rotation. Is another guy here that you were talking about. He hasn't gone more than 5 1/3 innings in his 6 starts this season. or 5 starts this season. Like I said, one of them was out of the bullpen. I mean, a total sitting at 10.5 after we sat here and looked at 7.5, 7.5, 7.5 across the board. What's your thoughts, Moose?
Yeah, I was looking at the first 5 over at 5.5, but it's tough to pay a juice where a 5.5 with juice, like -120, -125, like that's not all that appealing to me. And I'm not going to want to pay for a 6 or, get a better value on a 6. So I'm going to be off on this, but the over would be the only way I could go. Sony is just giving up crazy barrel rate. Again, it's the same kind of thing you're going to see a lot. There are some pitchers today, as I was going through the card, going, man, these guys have a way of finding the getting the ball to the barrel of the bat really, really well. And Sony is a guy that does that. And the A's, they are a team that if they are hitting the ball hard, especially at that park, man, it's going to go. And I could only play the over. I can't get there. The Guardians are pretty solid against lefties. Not great, but they are solid against lefties. I'm not overly confident in Lopez to be, continue his good run here. I could only be the over, but I'm not going to get there with the price, and I don't want to pay for the full game because both bullpens are pretty solid right now. They're both pitching really well.
All right. Moving on here to the Houston Astros taking on Jose's Boston Red Sox here. 12-21 Houston Astros and 13-19 Boston Red Sox. 2 fan favorite teams, but definitely not playing good. Both these teams look like shit right now. Houston sitting, I guess this line flipped, or we got the wrong, maybe they just did it backwards on the graphic because I'm showing Houston at -122, and our graphics showing +104.
No, I got Boston at -122.
Okay, so it's right. What the fuck is wrong with this thing? Okay, so Boston -122, over/under sitting at 9. This is a 4:10 first pitch here. The Astros don't have pitching. That's what their fucking problem is. Speaking of pitching, here's their guy. At least today, they got Arenetti on the mound, 3-0 on the season. 2.0 ERA, 21 strikeouts, 9 walks. He's only had his 3 starts, but, the quality start in all 3 of them. I guess the start against Cleveland, he only went 5 innings, so technically that's not a quality start. But 5 innings, 2 runs. Damn, he's looked good, man. Connor Early on the other side, 2-1 on the season, a 2.84 ERA, 28 strikeouts, 14 walks, a 1.2 whip. This guy's been solid. I mean, he really hasn't had a start where he's given up more than 3 runs either. So you're looking at 2 pitchers here that have done a great job keeping the ball down, keeping the ball in the yard. And a total sitting at 9. I could understand why somebody would want to go under on this game. What's your thoughts on this one, Moose?
I mean, both teams are playing such bad baseball that it is difficult to bet. I mean, I have no issues going into the dumpster and, finding some value on some trashy teams, but when both teams are playing bad baseball, and I don't really have insight into if there are predictors of if things are going to change, because the Astros are still losing. They have a losing record in the last 10 games. The Red Sox have a losing record in the last 10 games. And the line is also saying these basically teams on a neutral site are evenly split. Because if you look at how in baseball, they're usually going to get 10, maybe 20 cents to the home field advantage. And Red Sox at a -120 is basically saying neutral field, it's pretty much even. Early, he's solid, but he does tend to kind of battle and go a little bit deeper into counts than you'd like him to. Erguete is solid, but again, I just don't trust the bullpens. Both bullpens have been really, really spotty. First 5 would be the only area I could attack, but it is very, very difficult.
What about a first 5 with the Astros?
If I was going to do something, I would probably go more towards the Astros side. But I really don't feel comfortable betting on the Astros in any way, shape, or form, because I don't know what kind of things they might do, whether it's defensively, whether it's on the bases. I just don't trust bad baseball to make have a good performance. And so I'm going to stay off of it, but I would only go first 5. Astros lean, but nothing for me.
Yeah, I want to bet Arenetti here, but I'm not going to. I got 5 bets. I'll just stay off this one as well. God, but I really do kind of want to bet Astros. Huge lean to the Astros first 5, man. Huge lean there. Shout out to my guy, Wager Detective. He said now he's going to drop 2 trends for the 76ers Celtics game. Hell yeah, man. Everybody in the chat. We got the best chat out there. You guys drop the most knowledge, man. Philadelphia Phillies taking on the Miami Marlins here. Phillies, like aforementioned by our guy Moose Money Bets right here, not having a good season, but sitting at 13-19. I had this feeling after that second game in Atlanta that they were about to get hot, and then they dropped that third game. So it was like, yeah, they lost the series and they lost 2 out of 3 to Atlanta. But since then, they've swept San Francisco and they beat Miami. So that means they've won 5 out of their last, 7 games. I think Philly is kind of hitting the start button on the season right now, just a little bit late. If you're a Phillies backer, I'd say stay on the train. Andrew Painter on the mound for the Phillies here, 1-2 on the season, a 5.25 ERA, 21 strikeouts, 6 walks, a 1.52 WHIP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starts for the kid. He's not gone longer than 5 2/3 innings. He's given up 4, 3, and 5 runs, so he has been touched up a little bit. This is a tall kid, man. 6'7", 220 pounds. This is a big kid. They expect a lot out of him. Just give him some time, I'd say. Max Meyer on the other side, Meyer. Max Meyer, 1-0 at 3.3 ERA, 33 strikeouts, 12 walks. He's been with Miami all 4 years of his career. This is a guy that we've seen, we've gotten to know. This is the best his ERA has ever started this season. I expect negative regression here. He's a guy that doesn't miss barrels. Moose, we talk about barrel this, barrel that. He gives up a lot of hits. He notoriously has more hits than he has innings pitched. That's not something you ever want to see. So what am I going to do? I'm going to take the fucking GOAT, the best hitter in all of baseball, Brandon Marsh, over 1.5 total bases, hitting 304 on the season. And you're going to give me a plus 140 right here. Put him in the 4 hole, maybe the 5 hole at the worst. Yeah, give it to me, baby. Brandon Marsh, let's go. 1.5 total bases. What's your thoughts, Moose?
Well, you got 2 former first-round picks going against each other, and better beyond that, 2 former first-round picks that are still 2 of the top pitchers in their organization. So usually you don't really see that all too often. Sometimes you'll see one just kind of they get sidetracked with surgeries or whatever it might be. But you got 2 prospects that were drafted to be potential future aces that have now made it to the big leagues and are pitching very well. And I liked the under here, and I was kind of ready to bet it, but the market kind of scared me off a little bit, specifically the circa number. When I saw that they moved the total from 8.5 minus 115 down to 8.5 minus 110, it's kind of like, oof, that is not the way I thought this was go. And then you see that this is, again, another major public under. But unlike the 7.5, the 8.5 holding is a rather large indicator that the market seems to believe there might be a 10 towards the over here, which is a little surprising because the bullpens for both sides, Miami's bullpen hasn't been as good lately, but they've been good in the past. So maybe thinking out loud, Philly bullpen hasn't been all that consistent. The Miami bullpen has been good over the season, but a little bit more poor recently, and has been taxed. So maybe first 5 under live over could potentially be on the cards, but I like your Marsh angle. I think good spot for that potential for it right here. So, but that's what I got for here. No play, lean towards the under, but I'm going to stay off of it.
Hell yeah, man. Shout out to our guy Gorky in the chat, dropping a Pub Sports Radio membership. And shout out to all the members. My dude Wine Time said he likes the over as well. Walk-off wagers right here tonight on Pub Sports Radio, man. Best thing going. Make sure you guys tune in. And while you're at it, we got the UFC guys live right now. They've been live since like 2 a.m. I don't know. They're crazy, right? They've been on this thing since like 2 a.m. So as soon as we finish here, jump on over to the UFC guys and let them know what's up, man. Tell them we appreciate them. Let's keep this rolling. San Francisco Giants, Tampa Bay Rays here. Man, Giants cannot hit they can't hit their ass with both hands. This Giants team is bad, man. 13-19 right now in the season, taking on the Rays, sitting at 19-12. San Francisco is a favorite, or it says it's a pick 'em basically, but I'm showing minus 116 for San Francisco. Total sitting at 7.5. You got Landon Rupp on the mound for the Giants, 5-1 on the season, 2.55 ERA, 37 strikeouts, 14 walks. even with the 14 walks, only a .91 whip. So he is not getting hit whatsoever. Griffin Jacks on the other side, 1-2 on the season with the 6.3 ERA, 12 strikeouts, 8 walks, a 1.68 ERA. It's a bullpen day here for the Rays. So this is going to be the reason why we're looking at a pick 'em for a team that, I mean, God, how long, what? It's been 5 games since San Francisco's won a baseball game. They've lost their last 4. What's your thoughts right here, Moose?
All right, strap in because we're about to get on this card here. San Francisco Giants have been horrific against the AL East. They have been very, very bad against the Tampa Bay, specifically when they are on the road. I believe they are 1-5, 1-3 in their last 2 seasons out there. And you look at kind of the total here. It was not a pick 'em. It was not a pick 'em earlier. You have Roop on the mound, and it's not necessarily a bullpen day. It is a bullpen day. But Griffin Jacks has been very vocal about, like, I am going to try to join the rotation. My goal here is to enter the starting rotation here. They have Skolson set up behind him. Both guys have pitched very well. The Rays bullpen is rather rested. Didn't have to use a lot of bullpen help last night, and the guys that didn't throw a lot. So I really, really, really like the Rays here. I am locked in on them. And you see on Bet Online, I got them at +100 last night. They've moved them all the way to -108. And that's some significant kind of line movement to me on a book that is generally rather sharp. I'm looking at the bets. You have 53% of the tickets on Tampa Bay, but 85% of the cash. And that is moving the line. I love Tampa Bay here. And Roop is good. He is a really good pitcher. And it's probably going to be a close, low-scoring game. But Tampa Bay at home this year is basically like kind of at a pick 'em. They're well over 500 at home. San Francisco on the road, dude, come on. This is seeming like a no-brainer to me. And I'm going to jump all over it. If it's a trap, I'm sticking my foot in as hard as I can because I want the Rays here. I was believing them before the season. I believe in them now. So give me the Rays. This is probably my favorite bet of the day. So I don't have best bets. I usually don't, but I love the Rays today. Give me Tampa Bay money line.
There we go. Guy Moose said doesn't have best bets, but he loves the bet. So I like it, man. I agree with Danzo. I think the Rays can be competitive. Sounds like Moose is in the same boat here. Wager Detective said he leans the other way, but he's not on the other side, so that's good. Good to see you good in the chat, man. Everybody, thank you guys for being here. Hit the like and share the video. Get it out there for us. We still got quite a handful of games right here left, so we're going to finish every game on the card, and I got 2 bets left for you guys. And the good news is they're coming up right here in this Texas Rangers-Detroit Tigers game. Rangers – where did I lose this? Sorry. Let me pull this back up. They got Rocker on the mound, I think. I didn't bet on the Rangers here. Yeah, hold on. I'm pulling it up. Kumar Rocker out of Vanderbilt. You know, it's cool seeing Jack Leiter and Rocker for the Rangers in the rotation, both coming out of Vanderbilt. Rocker's getting better and better. 1-2 on the season, 3.38 ERA, 22 strikeouts, 10 walks. Coming off, I mean, he hasn't given up more than 3 runs in a start. He's getting through 5 innings consistently. His last 2 starts, he got through 6 innings. Gave up 6 hits against the A's, only 2 runs. Gave up 4 hits against Pittsburgh, only 1 run through 6 innings. So he's starting to kind of hit form, as you see. Montero on the other side for the Tigers, 1-2 on the season, a 4.0 ERA, 23 strikeouts, 5 walks, a 1.0 whip. We got a total. We're back here at this total that we saw all day, sitting around that 8. A little bit colder weather here in Detroit. Like 48, 50 degrees is probably what it's going to be about first pitch. Sometimes when we bet, we cap the market. Sometimes when we bet, we cap what we see. Sometimes when we bet, we cap trends. I mean, God, there's so many different things we do. One thing I don't know if a lot of people do, probably shouldn't do, probably not the best idea is what I did here. I fucking saw it in my eyes, man. I saw it in Corey Seager's eyes when he hit that double the last at bat. His last at bat last night, I could just tell that he was locked in. We're getting 1.5 total bases. I don't give a shit if his batting average is down at like 212 right now. I don't care how bad he's been hitting. We're going to take Seager over 1.5 total bases. That's going to come in at plus money. And it's crazy because this other guy's coming in at bigger plus money. We got 2 bets here on this game. And the other guy is the complete opposite of Corey Seager. Been tearing the fucking cover off the baseball. I was on him yesterday. I'm going back to the well today. That is Josh Young, the third baseman, over 1.5 total bases. You can get Josh Young at plus 122. He's just scored. There's not a hotter hitter in baseball right now. Him, maybe Nate Lowe. He's just absolutely scorching hot. What's your thoughts on this game, Moose?
Yeah, again, cold weather stuff. I've already talked about it. I don't need to rehash it. Just quickly, I didn't like playing him, so I don't really like betting him. I would probably lean Texas here. I like Rocker, but I'm also a little bit partial to Rocker just as a stuff plus type of guy. Montero's pitched well. Detroit is a good team. I think this is going to be a great baseball game. And if you're going to give me a team that is plus money in a game that I think is going to be competitive, yeah, dude, I would take that. I'm not going to bet it. I'm not overly confident in it. 78% of the tickets on Detroit, 83% of the cash is on them. And you see the line at circa move from a minus 132 to a minus 131. But Texas as a dog did move down. So it seems like Detroit the market might be kind of favoring them, but not much of a read from the market standpoint on my end or in my perspective, my opinion. And I don't really have much of a play here because of the cold weather stuff, but just a look at the market, but I'm going to stay off.
Our guy Wager Detective said, other family members I fade and win. Moose plays not to be faded. Shout out to you, Wager Detective. And then our guy Danzo, for this next game, we're about to talk about Dodgers Cardinals. He said Cardinals 5-0 their last 5 games. Cardinals 5-0 against teams above 500. Cardinals 5-0 in extra inning games. Dodgers 1-4 last 5 games. Guys, if there's one sport where these trends really matter, it's baseball. If anybody wants to know why I'm up over 20 units right now betting these props, it's because I ride the trends. I ride the wave with it. Doesn't mean I'm going to stay, where I'm at, but that's what's working for me right now. And I would imagine for my guy Danzo and Wager Detective and Moose and some of these other MLB cappers, it's what they're doing. They're riding the wave, right? Dodgers are struggling right now. It is what it is, and they're still the Dodgers. So you're going to get great value on the other side. It's just what it is. Dodgers sitting at 20-12 on the season. Cardinals 19-13. Dodgers are a minus. Oh, let me flip the graphic. Sorry. Doing multiple things here. Dodgers are a minus 136 favorite here in this game. Total sitting at 8.5. This game will be on Fox if you want to watch it. I know we got the Kentucky Derby going on tonight, but first pitch is at 7:15 Eastern. You got Sasaki on the mound for the Dodgers here. 1-2 on the season, a 6.35 ERA, 22 strikeouts, 13 walks. He is not necessarily the guy I'd want when I need a bounce back game here on the mound. Michael McGreevy on the other side, 1-2 with a 2.97 ERA, 21 strikeouts, 5 walks, a .9 whip. Moose, do the Dodgers get right today, or are they going to keep the skid going? Is Danzo onto something with the stats that he just dropped?
I mean, honestly, they might. If anything, this is more of a buy low opportunity on the Dodgers for me because it is McGreevy who has really struggled this year. And if you're telling me like, hey, this is a great opportunity to take value on the Cardinals because of the Dodgers in town,
how has he struggled?
The Dodgers are struggling, and the Cardinals' offense is like white hot right now against right-handed pitching since April 13th. They have a 463 slug, 264 average, 800 OPS. I mean, they are hitting the ball really well. The whole thing on this game was Sasaki. That's the only thing that I could not get my brain around was what? Like, who is this guy? Like, he's supposed to be some top prospect guy, and you look at his peripherals, he's getting a great whiff percentage. He's getting great release. His motion looks really good. The ball has good movement. It's just he doesn't get strikeouts. He's getting too much barrel. And the funny thing is you'll see like on Dodgers Twitter, like all the excuses and all the what changes are happening is like, oh, dude, his leg lift, he's now more on his toes than he is on his heels. Okay. His splitter, he's now opening his hands a little bit more. So he's going to get more. Okay. He's now going to be working on more of his heel plant so that he can get a little bit better rotation. Okay. None of this stuff has worked. So like all these whole like changes and everything, maybe he's a bust, but he's still so good. I just don't see that yet. So I'm going to stay off of this, but I don't know what Roki Sasaki is. I would think this might be a buy low for the Dodgers, but the over might be the best bet on the table here, but I'm still not going to get there because I don't trust Roki to suck. I also don't really trust the Dodgers offense right now, which is crazy, but I maybe Cardinals team total, but again, I don't know what I'm getting from Sasaki, so I'm off of this. I mean, over would be the closest I could get to betting this game.
Yeah, I like the over actually, and I know my guy Stacks. I think I saw that he said he was on it as well. I might get there to the window with that. Stacks said he's retweet number 8. Who's going to be number 9? Man, we need you guys' help to get it out there for us. Please share the show. We go a little quicker. We try and keep it so you guys can go get your bets in, right? And I know some people want to go to the Kentucky Derby, so we're keeping this thing moving. But we need your support, guys. Help us if you can. Get it out there. Let's go. Braves 23-10, taking on the 14-19 Rockies. Not bad for the Rockies, I guess. A minus 219 favorite in the Braves. This total sitting at 9.5. The Braves have Chris Sale on the mound, the big lefty, 5-1 with the 2.31 ERA, 36 strikeouts, 9 walks, a .91 WHIP. Chase Dollander on the other side, 3-2 on the season, 2.5 ERA, 39 strikeouts, 9 walks. The kid's done good coming off his best start, albeit it was against the Mets, 7 innings, 5 hits, no runs. But he's had 3 starts, 4 or 5 starts here, or excuse me, one of those was out of the bullpen. So, but he's only given up more than 1 run in one of his appearances. Out of his 7 times he's been on the mound, he's only given up more than 1 run once. So the kid's done great, especially for Colorado. What's your thoughts on this game, Moose?
This is going to be his second Dollander. This is going to be his second actual start.
Okay.
He's been in the bulk guy for every one of the games so far.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, okay.
Which when I first saw it, I was like, what the hell? Like, dude, Dollander's like their best pitcher, but then you kind of start to piece it together of why they're doing it. They're trying to get Dollander into the later innings, so they don't have to use any of their middle relief guys. They can just go from Dollander right to their high leverage arms, which I do think that's a legit. I like that idea. I do think that's a good idea if you have middle relief problems in your bullpen. I like the under here, but I'm not going to get there. I don't really trust a under in Coors Field where things can always get crazy and chaotic. But an under would be my best bet. I'm going to look at it a little bit more just because as I'm kind of looking at it and talking about it, the line wasn't available last night. So I didn't really get a chance to kind of get a good look at it. The under's getting hammered right now. 89% of the tickets, 92% of the cash. Circa is holding it at 10, moved it up from 9.5. So yeah, no, I'm not going to be on the under here. They are doing reverse line movement. So no, I'm going to be off. If you are into reverse line movement, this seems to be the spot for reverse line movement. Heavy bets on the under, and sharp books have moved it to the over. So take that for what it's worth, but I am not going to be on this game anymore. Muted.
3 to go. I know you'll have something to say about this one. Chicago White Sox taking on your San Diego Padres. 19-12 San Diego Padres. And 15-17 White Sox. I feel like that should be mentioned too. Shout out to the White Sox winning a little bit of baseball here. Padres minus 196 here, maybe minus 200 at some places. Total again, sitting at 8, 7.5, 8 across the board. Got 68 degrees, 70 degrees here. That's not too cold. Burke on the mound for the White Sox, 1-2 on the season, a 3.21 ERA, 24 strikeouts, 7 walks, a 1.04 WHIP. Michael King on the other side, 3-1 with a 2.41 ERA, 34 strikeouts, 15 walks, again, a 1.04 WHIP. So 2 pitchers for the most part, keeping people off base and a low total. I still would want to bet the first 5 over in this game if I bet it. But what's your bet? What's your thoughts, Moose?
All right, strap in. Got some stuff here for you. Sean Burke has one of the worst hard hit rates, or I'm sorry, has a hard hit rate of 37.6%, which is what below league average. And you look at kind of what teams or what the Padres have been able to do against teams. They have the highest hard hit percentage against right-handed pitchers since April 13th. Just terrible bad luck for them a lot of the times. And after getting completely shut out last night, I do like when they are able to score runs late. And I believe the Padres are going to score runs against Burke. But more than anything, I think the line being set where it's at against you have 2 pitchers that one has an ERA of 3.21 and then King has his really low ERA as well. and they set the Padres as a heavy favorite a day after getting smoked. That is telling me there is a lot of confidence in San Diego, not only because of King, but also because of an offensive bounce back. I think that this is going to be a offensive opportunity for the Padres against a pitcher that does give up some pretty solid hard hit rates. And I got Padres money line parlayed with King over 5.5 strikeouts. Got that at plus money last night. King is getting his strikeout pitch back. He's always been a strikeout pitcher, but the last couple of outings, he's looked even better. And Chicago White Sox, as a team, are averaging 9 strikeouts a game, and on the road are averaging almost close to 10 strikeouts a game. So I really like that parlay. And I'm also going to be looking at the Padres team total. I really want to do a Padres team total over 3.5 and Padres money line. I am probably going to be putting in a Padres money line, Padres team total over 3.5, and Michael King over 5.5 at plus 170, I believe it was. But I'm yet to put that in. I will very likely put that in, but this is a Padres spot, team total, Michael King strikeouts, lock it in. He is muted again.
Man, it's because I don't want you to hear the clicking. Shut the fuck up, Moose. Wager Detective said,
come on. I'm trying to make, how do I tell you you're muted without trying to have a little fun with it? You want me just to shout at you? Just to scold
just
you?
Start touching your nose or something. That'll be the sign. Just touch your nose.
I'll give you a sign. All right, you got it.
Yeah. I need an indicator, okay? But before you, unless you go to the indicator first, I'm not going to pay attention. Anyways, shout out to The Solution, man. Good to see you in the chat. Wager Detective said he loves the sports jackets. That's how we separate from the pack. I tell you what, man. I see your videos, man. I see you be looking fly in those sports jackets too, Wager Detective. We're just trying to upgrade here at Pub Sports Radio, man. Trying to take it to the next level. Shout out to Chris Warren, DC Capper, man. A lot of great cappers in the chat. Good to see you guys. Let's keep this thing rolling. We got 2 games left still here to talk about, and then we will recap all our action for you guys. Worst team in baseball. And no, I am not talking about the Los Angeles Angels. Wine time. You should feel great. That this intro should have just made you feel so good. Worst team in baseball, and it's not the Angels. Or is it the Angels? I don't know. These 2 teams both suck. Sorry, Wine time. But I tell you what, man. Hey, they got 12 wins, and the Mets only got 11. So
don't worry, One time you're gonna like this.
Mike Trout hit a few home runs for a few games in a row. I know you were excited about that. I got the text messages. Shout out to Mike Trout. 11-21 Mets taking on the 12-21 Angels here. Mets are a -130 favorite. Same total we've seen all day, sitting at 8 right here. It's kind of telling you guys something. Nolan McLean. God, that's a weird name for some reason. On the mound for the Mets, 1-2 with a 2.55 ERA, 45 strikeouts, 10 walks. He's got a .85 WHIP, so keeping people off base. Reed Detmers, god damn, this guy's. Has he been on the Angels for 15 years? I swear I've been capping this guy since I was playing on the Angels. 17 years. Okay, that's what I thought. 1-2 on the season with a 4.28 ERA. 36 strikeouts, 9 walks, a 1.0 WHIP. I mean, I would not bet this game if you gave me money and told me it was free and go do whatever you want with it. I still wouldn't bet this game. What's your thoughts, Moose?
I bet this game.
Gross.
But I got something for y'all. You look at how the Mets have done against left-handed pitching. I don't need to look up the stats. They're dead last. All right. They have been buns, cheeks, ass against lefties. And Reed Detmers, he throws with that left hand. So I don't think the Mets are going to score all that many runs. And the Angels, hey, their offense can put up some runs. But when I see the Mets as a -130 favorite, that is telling me that Nolan MC Lean with it is gonna dominate tonight. And so that's where I'm going with that.
And the only team that's shitty like they are.
I mean, Angels at home actually haven't been nearly as bad. I like the Angels. So I'm on Wine Time side of the fence with this. I did bet on the Angels, their team total over. I think they're going to be a 500 team, and we've already kind of seen it. There's going to be ebbs and flows to it, and the bullpen on the road hasn't been nearly as good as it has been at home. But that's kind of why I'm going to be on first 5 under here. Give me Nolan MC lean with it to dominate the Angels lineup that has a lot of whiff problems. They struggle with swing and miss, and Nolan MC lean with it is one of the best swing and miss guys in baseball. I believe the Angels rank dead last in swing and miss strikeouts per games. Yes, they do rank dead last in strikeouts per game. So I'm going to go with Nolan MC lean with it, strikeouts over 7.5. And I'm also going to have a first 5 under 4 that I got last night at -104.
All right, man. I gotta read this comment. I put it up there, but Danzo said, I would rather go to the DMV without an appointment, followed by a root canal, than go to a Mets game. That's how pathetic they are.
Did you see that it was cheaper to get a Taco Bell Grande than it was, or it was more expensive to get a Taco Bell Grande than it was to go to a Mets game?
What the fuck is the first thing? How is Taco Bell $7 to? I don't eat at Taco Bell, and I'm not about to start, so I wouldn't know. You're telling me you're spending $7 on a fucking taco or a chalupa or whatever the hell that is? What?
The inflation. The inflation at Taco Bell is insane. To go from like a 70-cent burrito to now it costs like $1.50.
Bro, just that meat at Taco Bell is basically like watered beans. For those who don't know, it's like beef mixed with beans. Like it's not even meat. Like, and you're spending $7 on a chalupa. Get the fuck out of here. Go to the store and take that $7 and get some fucking, I don't know, get some fruit or something. Eat something healthier. I don't know.
But yet, more expensive than a ticket to go see the Mets.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we move on to our last game. Kansas City Royals taking on the Seattle Mariners, man. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dutch. It ain't even meat. $7 for that shit is fucking crazy, bro. That is crazy. All right, 13-19 Royals taking on the 16-17 Mariners here. Mariners sitting at -162, total at 7.5, same total we've seen all day. Man, Emerson Hancock going for – it's crazy how good this pitching staff is for the Mariners, man. Every damn time that I cap them, it doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter who's going. I'm like, oh, Seattle's got the starting pitching advantage. And then they still find a way to go right under 500 on the season, seems like every year. But Emerson Hancock, 2-1, 2.86 ERA, 32 strikeouts, 6 walks. A .98 whip, outstanding. Seth Lugo on the other side, 1-1 on the season, a 2.63 ERA, 31 strikeouts, 11 walks, a 1.17 whip. Would probably back Seattle and Emerson Hancock here, but I have not bet it. Moose, what's your thoughts?
It's also Seth Lugo is really good, and the Mariners' offense is very inconsistent. Which, I mean, if we're talking about the things that we can rely on, you know, death, taxes, and the Mariners offense being inconsistent are some of the things in life that are true every single year. And it's no different this year. An under would be the play, but I mean, what do we have at the juice on on the under? I feel like it's, I mean, -107. It feels like so the whole thing with this is, if it's a number that you feel is bettable, it's like, why is it bettable? It shouldn't be bettable. Both these pitchers are really good. This is a trap. And if it wasn't bettable, it's like, yeah, that's exactly where it should be. So that's kind of where I got stuck here, because I like both these pitchers and both these offenses are somewhat incompetent to me. I would isolate the first 5, and that's where I would attack this rather than going full game, where the Seattle bullpen has been inconsistent, but is still one of the best bullpens in baseball. I would go under, but I'm not going to get there really quick to the cash as I pull this up right here. Elevator music playing as I search. Here we go. 52% of the tickets are on Kansas City. 59% of the tickets are on, or 59% of the cash are on Seattle. The total has not been moved at any of the bigger sports books. It has been staying at 7.5. If anything, it is moved away from the under. So, yeah, I got nothing on this game. I'm out.
All right. Well, again, shout out to my guy, Dutch Boy Fresh, man. We did the daily sesh 5 times this week, man. It was good to be back. My guy, Gorky, showing he's been a member for 32 months. If you're here watching this, if you support the channel, man, and you're not a member, think about grabbing it. It helps keep us up here, guys. We don't sell our bets to you. We don't really sell anything to you. So if you want to support us, grab a membership. It means the world. But Danzo, Wager Detective, my guy Dutch, Chris Warren, Stacks, all you guys that were in here sharing your knowledge, man. Kristen Hess, I saw you at the top. It was good to see you in here. Thank you guys for being in here with us. We're going to recap our bets when we finish up here. I guess UFC's over. Somebody said it's over, so I guess they're not live anymore. I was going to say go check those guys out. Make sure and tune into Walk-Off Wagers right here on Pub Sports Radio tonight, baby. These guys have been killing it. And here we go. I got 5 bets today. I'm sticking to the base props. It's what's working, so I'm sticking to it. I got Ben Rice over 1.5 total bases coming in at plus 106. I got Nate Lowe over 1.5 total bases plus 150. Brandon Marsh over 1.5 total bases plus 140. I got Corey Seager over 1.5 total bases plus 125, and Josh Young over 1.5 total bases plus 122. Moose, what you got?
I got Brewers Nationals under 7.5. Took that at minus 115. I got the Tampa Bay money line. I took that last night at plus 100. It has moved quite a bit, even on sharper books like Bet Online, where it is minus 108, almost a pick 'em now. I am going to be sprinkling the minus 1.5 as well. Have yet to do it. Was not available last night. I'm also on first 5, Mets, Angels under 4 at minus 104. Nolan MC lean with it 7.5. That's plus 125. That's only half a unit. And then on my Michael King K's over 5.5 and Padres money line, that's plus 151, just a little sprinkle, quarter of a unit. I have a couple of things I'm still looking at for Padres. I have a couple of things I'm still looking at for Michael King.
Love it, man. And I love seeing y'all drop y'all's action in here, man. Jermaine said, along with the Reds winning last 6 after a loss, they're 5-0 on Saturday. That's good knowledge. Our guy Wager Detective said Orioles money line 76ers plus 8.5 possible outright. There we go. Love seeing these plays come in, man. Shout out to you, Toby. Toby Lane. He said Flyers money line right there. I know Dutch has the 76ers as well. So Dutch and Wager Detective are both on the 76ers. You heard all the action from me and my guy Moose, man. What a day. Hit the like button, share the video, man. Thank you guys for being right here on Pub Sports Radio. We love you guys. Moose, any last words for the people? Because I'm about to close it out.
Deuces.
Yeah.